For centuries, high fashion was basically defined by, well, how much it hurt.
Right, the suffering was the point.
Exactly. Think about it. You had these stiff, starched collars literally cutting into your neck, or corsets that, quite literally rearranged human organs.
Not to mention the pointy shoes.
Oh my gosh, the shoes. Guaranteed blisters within 20 minutes.
Oh.
Because the rule was, if you were comfortable, you definitely weren't projecting status. But here we are in 2026, and we're looking at the total death of restrictive clothing.
It's a completely new paradigm.
It really is. We are living in an era where the ultimate fashion statement is cozy, it's premium, and it is entirely designed for your living room.
And it's everywhere.
Yeah. So whether you are prepping for a video call right now, or maybe running out for a quick coffee, or you're just, kicking back on the couch craving a high-quality aha moment, you are in the right place. Today, we are exploring this amazing document titled The Luxury of Loungewear, Why We're Dressing Up to Stay In. We're figuring out how the clothes we used to, hide from the delivery driver in became the peak of style.
It's a wild transition.
Okay, let's unpack this, because to understand how we got here, we really have to look at how the entire global fashion industry completely rewired itself.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note right away that this is a profound structural evolution. We aren't just talking about people having lazier weekends.
Right, it's not just a Sunday morning thing anymore.
Exactly. We are looking at a permanent shift in how humans present themselves to the world. The whole baseline expectation for apparel has changed.
How so?
Well, comfort, elegance, and functionality used to be treated as this sort of impossible triangle. You could pick two, but you couldn't have all three.
Right, like if it was elegant and functional, it sure wasn't comfortable.
Spot on. But now, the industry is seamlessly blending all three, and it's rendering the old rules of dressing up completely obsolete.
See, I think we need to draw a very hard line right out of the gate here about what we actually mean by luxury loungewear.
This is a very fair point.
Because, my brain immediately goes to those traditional, oversized, frankly kind of sad pajamas I've had since college.
The ones with the fraying hems?
Yes. Or those basic, pill-covered, heather gray sweatpants with the elastic waistband that gave up 3 years ago. We are absolutely not talking about those. Right?
Far from it, yeah. Those old staples, they represent the baseline of pure utility. Modern loungewear is an entirely different category.
So what does it actually look like?
Well, we're looking at meticulously tailored satin sleepwear, or incredibly soft, structured knitwear.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, matching sets that drape like high-end evening wear and really elegant robes. The core philosophy driving the 2026 market is this explicit idea that comfort is the new luxury.
Comfort is the new luxury.
Exactly. The relaxed silhouette has just aggressively replaced the tight jean and the restrictive suit.
See, I'm going to call foul on that for a second. I need to push back.
Okay, go for it.
Is this just a brilliant marketing rebrand of giving up?
Giving up?
Yeah, because back in the day when I put on old sweatpants, it signaled one thing to the world. It meant, I have surrendered to the couch. I have given up the fight. Do not expect anything of value from me today.
Right. The classic sick day outfit.
Exactly. But when I look at this new wave of luxury loungewear, the vibe is entirely different. It doesn't scream surrender at all.
No, it really doesn't.
It almost screams like, I am so incredibly successful and self-assured that I demand to be comfortable at all times.
What's fascinating here is that you've just highlighted the exact psychological shift driving this entire movement.
Wait, really?
Yes, it is the absolute opposite of surrender. Historically, restrictive clothing was a status symbol purely because it proved you didn't have to do physical labor.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Right. You wore a stiff suit or a suffocating gown because your environment, a parlor or a corner office, allowed you to endure that discomfort. The suffering was a flex.
A flex, like, I'm so rich I don't need to breathe deeply.
Essentially, yes. You were enduring pain to project dominance. But that paradigm has entirely flipped now.
So what's the new flex?
Confidence and high appearance standards are now intrinsically linked to physical relaxation. Consumers prioritize their own physiological comfort above the perceived expectations of others.
That's empowering, honestly.
It is. But, and this is the critical caveat, they refuse to sacrifice their aesthetic standard to get it.
So they want to look good but feel like they're in bed.
Precisely. They want the relaxed silhouette, but it has to look ruthlessly intentional. Your analogy hits the mark perfectly. It's a demand for a higher standard of living.
Elegance no longer requires a physical toll.
Exactly.
So the suffering is out.
But how do we get here? Obviously, working from home was the match in the powder barrel, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
The pandemic forced that initial shift,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's 2026. Offices open back up, hybrid models settle in, yet this trend only accelerated.
Because once people experienced a Tuesday without a rigid waistband, they just refused to go back.
I can't blame them. Remote work created a very specific, unprecedented wardrobe requirement.
Which was what?
The need for outfits that looked impeccably presentable to colleagues on a high-definition screen while remaining physically comfortable enough for someone sitting on a hard dining room chair for 8 hours.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The total irony of dressing up for a webcam.
It is a bit ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you are curating a look for a very specific little box on a monitor. I like to call this the modern business mullet.
A business mullet. Okay, paint that picture for me.
You know the phrase, right? Business in the front, party in the back.
Right. The classic haircut.
Well, for remote work, it's vertical. It's chic, elegant satin, or like a sophisticated knit sweater on the top half for the Zoom call.
And on the bottom.
Hidden securely below the desk line, matching cozy, elastic waist pants.
That is so true.
You look like an absolute CEO to your webcam, but your nervous system feels like you're wrapped in a sophisticated blanket.
It's an incredibly accurate visual. And that's really the essence of the elevated basics movement that overtook traditional office attire.
People realize they didn't have to suffer to look professional.
Exactly. They could fulfill the visual requirement of professionalism without the physical constraint. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, remote work only created the practical day-to-day need for these garments.
Right.
Social media is what created the overwhelming aspirational desire.
Oh, absolutely. Because a Zoom call is private, but TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, that's a massive global broadcast.
A highly curated one, too.
Very curated. The aesthetic I'm seeing on these platforms is wild. We are talking millions and millions of views on videos that are just someone making matcha in an elegant robe.
The visual language of those platforms heavily dictates fashion trends. Influencers and celebrities began showcasing these cozy, highly aesthetic home environments.
With the perfect lighting, of course.
Always. The lighting is soft, there are expensive candles burning, the interiors are very minimalist, and the clothing is just an extension of that environment.
So the clothes match the couch.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
You're seeing neutral colors, earth tones, and satin fabrics that catch that soft light beautifully.
It's like the home is a movie set now. Indoor isn't private anymore.
Not at all.
If you're vlogging your morning routine or doing a get ready with me video, your pajamas are public content. You are presenting your ability to relax as an actual aesthetic achievement.
And the market deeply reflects that shift.
I've seen a massive surge in content framed around this being an absolute obsession. Videos titled, "Why We Can't Stop Buying Luxury Loungewear," framing it as the definitive fashion statement of the decade.
Because the environment demands it. A ring light and a beautifully designed living room instantly make a frayed college t-shirt look glaringly out of place.
It really ruins the vibe.
It does. Consumers realize that if their home is a curated backdrop, their homeware needs to rise to the occasion.
But, I mean, a ring light and a filter can make a cheap polyester shirt look like spun gold on a screen.
That's true.
If we are genuinely attaching the word luxury to this movement, the physical reality of the garments has to live up to the label when the camera is off.
It has to feel real.
Exactly. You can't just look good on a screen. It has to feel incredible when you're just sitting by yourself on your sofa eating chips.
Which brings us to the actual engineering of these garments. The fabrics are where the luxury label is either earned or lost.
Okay, let's talk fabrics.
The current market is heavily driven by premium materials. We're talking silk, high-grade satin, organic cotton, cashmere, bamboo fabrics, and modal blends.
So what does this all mean? Am I really supposed to care if my couch clothes are made of bamboo fabric or organic cotton?
You absolutely should care.
But isn't cotton just cotton? Like, if my only plan for the evening is watching a documentary and eating popcorn, do I really need a modal blend to sit on my own furniture?
Yes, and it comes down to basic material science. Let's look at modal, for instance.
Okay, what is modal?
Modal is a semi-synthetic fiber made from beech tree pulp.
Wait, beech tree pulp? Like wood?
Yes, wood pulp.
Yeah.
Its cellular structure is incredibly strong, but extremely fine. This means it breathes significantly better than standard cotton, which prevents you from overheating.
Nobody likes sweaty sweatpants.
Exactly.
Right.
But more importantly, the fibers are tightly woven and smooth, which drastically reduces friction.
Friction from just sitting around.
Yes. Think about it. When you sit on a couch, move around, cross your legs, the friction breaks down cheap, short staple fibers.
Oh, is that what causes the little lint balls?
Yes. That breakage is what causes pilling. Those tiny, annoying little balls of fabric that make sweatpants look old and raggedy after a month.
I hate those.
Everyone does. Premium materials like modal, bamboo, or high-grade cashmere resist that breakdown.
Right.
The garment maintains its structural integrity. It doesn't bag out at the knees. It doesn't lose its color in the wash.
Okay, so it's fundamentally a reaction to the absolute fatigue of fast fashion.
Precisely.
People are just exhausted by the cycle of buying a cheap lounge set, washing it 3 times, having the waistband shrink into a twisted mess, and then literally throwing it in the trash.
It is a total rejection of that cycle. Sustainability and conscious consumption are the silent engines driving this trend.
It's an investment strategy.
Exactly. It's an investment.
It's a cost per wear calculation.
Yes.
It's like buying a high-end chef's knife for your kitchen. You know, you can buy a cheap, dull knife every 6 months and struggle to chop an onion, or you can drop some serious money on a forged Japanese blade once.
And it lasts a lifetime.
Right. You take care of it, and it performs beautifully for a decade.
That is a perfect equivalent. You aren't buying a trendy, neon-colored novelty shirt you'll discard next season.
No.
You are buying an impeccably constructed, neutral-toned, organic cotton lounge set that will remain fashionable, soft, and physically intact for years.
Which is much better for the planet, too.
Absolutely. Brands succeeding in this space focus heavily on ethical production and sustainable sourcing because they know the 2026 consumer values clothing that respects both the environment and the longevity of their wallet.
Okay, I am entirely sold on the material science and the philosophy here, but let's talk about the actual execution.
The styling.
Yeah. If I'm taking all my old sad sweatpants to a textile recycling bin today, what am I replacing them with?
Well, you have options.
Because the modern wardrobe doesn't look like a catalog of individual random pieces anymore. It looks like an ecosystem.
It is an ecosystem, and it's currently built on 4 foundational pillars.
Okay, hit me. What's pillar number 1?
The first pillar is the satin matching set. These provide immediate, effortless elegance.
Silk pajamas, basically.
Elevated ones, yes.
Yeah.
Because satin has such a fluid liquid drape, it naturally flatters the silhouette without clinging to anything. It's the closest thing to wearing evening wear in your living room.
And a matching set takes 0 brain power. You don't have to figure out if the top works at the bottom. It just works.
Exactly. You just put